MHC Moving has you covered, specializing in home, apartment, assisted, and independent living moves. MHC can handle your commercial moves as well. MHC Moving has 0 hidden fees. You'll never pay for same-day booking or be charged for stairs, heavy items, or elevator fees. Rates are the same Monday through Saturday, and you will never pay a truck or fuel surcharge. And they offer payment plans through PayPal. Call MHC Moving today at 402-853-7167 or go to mhcmoving.com. Husker Nation, your perfect softball plan is here. With the flexible Husker Softball on Deck deal, you choose the action. For just $38, pick any 4 games plus 1 from the can't-miss Iowa series. Build your own schedule, catch your favorite matchups, and cheer on the Huskers your way all season long. But don't wait, these mini plans won't last. Visit huskers.com/tickets and make your own mini plan today. Go Big Red.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstorats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats. Back Nine Golf in South Lincoln is the premier indoor golf experience in the state. The weather in the winter months is cold, windy, and as unpredictable as a tee shot on the 450-yard par 4. With top-of-the-line full-swing simulators and a PGA teaching professional, Back Nine Golf is there to help you improve your game and lower your score. Back Nine Golf is open to the public with 24/7 access for members. Learn about Back Nine's variety of memberships today and see the facility for yourself at 7501 South 15th Street in Lincoln, just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Back Nine Golf, your premier indoor golf and events destination.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Uhlir, 2-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
Winter is just around the corner. Is your vehicle ready? Don't get left out in the cold. At A1 Automotive, we prep your car for whatever winter throws your way here in Nebraska. For battery checks, brake inspections, tires, heaters, whatever your car needs to keep you and your family safe on the road, we've got you covered. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program by building a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
When it comes to keeping your equipment running, you've got options at Landmark Implement. Whether you need premium John Deere parts or a more economical solution, A&I parts from Landmark deliver the dependable performance you can count on with cost savings up to 40%. From filters and bearings to belts and everyday repairs, A&I parts are built to work as hard as you do while helping stretch your budget further. Stop by your local Landmark Implement parts counter today or shop online anytime at shop.deere.com and experience the Landmark difference.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. This is the Power Hour with 2-time national champion Todd Uhlir. Powered by Window World of Lincoln and SetTheBarSups.com.
All right, good morning, Husker Nation. You are locked into episode number 70 of the Power Hour right here on 93.7 The Ticket and streaming live at theticketfm.com. And today we're talking about the heartbeat of Nebraska sports because this week it's pure Nebraska. High school state wrestling, where grit isn't optional and legacies are forged on the mat. Huskers men's basketball, still rolling, still fighting, still proving this isn't a fluke. And maybe the most exciting words of the offseason, Husker football opens spring practice today. So That's right. Pads are coming out. Depth charts are shifting. Jobs are being earned, and the foundation for next fall starts right now. Spring football isn't about hype. It's about development. It's about culture. It's about who's willing to work when nobody's watching. From small town wrestling mats to Pinnacle Bank Arena to Memorial Stadium, today's show is about toughness, growth, and what it takes to rise in this state. This is episode 70. This is the Power Hour, and we're just getting started, so let's go. I got Nick in here with me. Nick, welcome to the Power Hour.
Yeah, I mean, you covered a lot there. I mean, it's a loaded day, not only here in Huskerland, but across everywhere. It's a really good day of college basketball. You got Houston, Arizona, Duke, Michigan today. Those are the top 4 teams in the nation going at it. You have Nebraska, Penn State looking to get back on track. I mean, Iowa slip up, but hey, you're 22-4 to see that game on Tuesday when it was not an elimination game, folks.
Right.
There's good teams slip up. You see it all the time in college basketball. And then, Husker football spring practice in February. I feel like I feel like the Las Vegas Bowl was just yesterday.
Right.
It's crazy how fast that goes. But yeah, you hit it on the nose. State wrestling has taken the state by storm since Tuesday, I believe, is when the girls tournament started, and Wednesday, and the boys have been going since Thursday. Up in Omaha at CHI. I was telling you before we get on. Snow. It happens. There's a big
every time,
every year, no matter what. It could be
it
was 70 something on Tuesday for the girls tournament. Wow, you could wear shorts to CHI, and then for the boys tournament, usually, they go on a schedule. They do a pretty good job of staying on schedule and whatnot, but there's always some kind of snowstorms. Impacts travel. Hotels are hard to get when you're up there during this because every single school across the entire state has at least somebody there usually.
Right.
So. You got
staff
exactly the
so
planning, the media. The snow adds a little of a layer, and I think by now it's a normal occurrence.
So to me, I love high school sports here in Nebraska. Obviously, grew up in small town Battle Creek, following all the stuff. I was blessed to be able to be on some really good teams. State championship football team, our wrestling team. I wrestled in high school, believe it or not. I hated it. To be real honest, I did it because. We got to lift weights after school, and our basketball coach wouldn't let me lift weights because he thought it would throw my shot off. And if you've ever seen me shoot a basketball, it did not throw my shot off. I was not a very good shooter. I played defense on basketball. That's how I scored. I'd steal the ball and make about 1 out of every 2 layups after I stole it. So even layups for me. I don't know if I was just going. I'd always go too fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get excited. But state wrestling, in adding the girls element over the last 4 years, I believe it's been 4.
Yep, I believe so. I think the first year was 2020. It was the 2022 winter season. So, yes.
And then having my daughter in high school wrestling, she qualified for state last year as a senior. She just took up the sport as a sophomore, had some lumps, learned a lot. And I just think the girls' side of the wrestling, that happened Tuesday and Wednesday. The Battle Creek Braves, who my daughter wrestled for, they had 5 girls in the semifinals.
That's solid. I mean,
we're leading the team scoring going into the semifinals at 12:30 on Wednesday, and lost all 5 matches, and unfortunately ended up, I believe, 3rd place overall. So
competitive class.
Those semifinals make or break team scoring because you score the most points by winning a semifinal match. And so last night, Trent and I got Trent, and we went over and watched the boys semifinals, and we were talking a little bit before. Listen, if there's one sporting event, high school sporting event that you need to go see, and I think just take in as a fan, state boys semifinals may be the greatest event Nebraska puts on every year.
Yeah.
People will say, hey, state championship football, you've got class A, B, C, and D all in the middle of the mats fighting for a spot in the championship match. You've got the outside mats where kids are fighting in the heartbreak round for a medal.
Yep.
And some of these guys, last match of their career, that kind of thing. It's just a lot of emotion, a lot of screaming and yelling. And, once again, my Battle Creek Braves, where I graduated from, my alma mater, where my son and my daughter both graduated from, 2-time defending Class C state champions. They are on top right now.
There you go.
They are leading Class C with 90.5 points over Pierce, who is fierce rivalry up in Northeast Nebraska.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Literally, you can hear Pierce people cheering when Battle Creek kids lose, and Battle Creek people cheering when Pierce kids lose.
Michigan, Ohio State of Class C.
It's not, and emotions get high.
Yep.
In watching those matches, and then much less, we've got a Pierce Battle Creek state championship at 157.
There we go.
The bowling kid from Pierce is going against the Cruz kid from Nebraska, from Battle Creek. Sorry. And that's going to be last year. The bowling kid from Pierce upsets the Minden kid in the last match of the tournament. Had Minden won that match, they would have been state champions.
Wow.
As a team. And the kid lost. He was a defending state champion. Kid from Pierce upset him. That gave Battle Creek the state championship. He is actually on the T-shirts that they made for state champions. Really? Because he won that match. I mean, if he doesn't win that match, they would have been runner-up. So, and now they that was last year.
Yeah.
Now it's a fierce competition. So they will air the finals. Yeah, yep. I believe it starts at 2:30.
I believe so. I think it's 2:33 on Nebraska Public Media.
Yep, Nebraska Public Media. Larry does a great job.
Larry Putney. Yep, he does a really good job.
He does a great job. He's been doing it since I was in high school.
Really?
Yeah, he interviewed me in high school. He was at actually KTIV 4 in Sioux City when I was in high school. And then he started doing the state championships. Not much after that. So
did you know he's Pius's bowling coach as well? He coaches bowling at Pius.
Awesome.
So they're usually pretty good.
Larry's a great dude. He does he does all the high school
stuff.
Does
the Husker volleyball from time to time. Yep. He does it all. So
he's awesome. And that's kind of part of it. I personally love going to the semifinals and then watching the finals on TV. The Parade of Champions. Like if you wrestled ever or had a wrestler in your family, that was always the goal. The Parade of Champions. They play We Are the Champions.
We Are the Champions. They dim the lights. They have the whole show. They have they usually do they've done a light show in the past. Did they do a light show last night where it's like
they didn't last night?
So
I think they will now with the phones.
They usually you download an app.
It is. They do a great production. And like I said, for high school sports in Nebraska, I always say it's probably the second best thing you can go to a state championship. But once again, it's probably number one just because it's all classes. You're not just watching the Class A state championship football game. You're not just watching the Class C state championship. And those games are 2 hours long. And there's a bunch of them.
Yes.
And they're on weird times now, like on Tuesdays.
Usually right before the
Monday night,
football,
Tuesday,
before Thanksgiving too. So there's a lot of travel goes into effect and everything.
So this is the Friday night at CHI state semifinals is just what I never want to miss that. I was front row. I actually made one of the Nebraska wrestling things or Nebraska high school wrestling videos yesterday. Trent and I jumping up.
Heck yeah. There you go.
Cheering for Hunter Cruz when he won his semifinal match. But yeah, so there's 2 kids going for 4 in a row. The Cornelius kid from Creighton Prep.
Transfer from Wilbur. Yeah, Wilbur.
Wilbur kid.
He's legit. I remember I've seen him at Wilbur, and it's like this guy is just untouchable. Now he's in the Class A ranks.
So he wrestled one of our state champs, the Wentz kid, a couple times, and the Wentz kid won. He was in the state final all 4 years, and I think he won 2 state championships last year, and then
made the jump
his sophomore year. He won it his sophomore year, and then had to wrestle. How do you say that kid's name?
I think it's Xylus Ornelius.
Ornelius.
Ornelius. Yes.
So Had to wrestle him his junior year, got beat by him. He's super good. He's fun to watch. So he's going for number 4. He did transfer to Creighton Prep. Creighton Prep's kind of running away with it in Class A. Let's see what that.
Yeah, they are
232 points. The next closest is Lincoln East with 142. So Lincoln East and Kearney definitely battling out for second place right now. And it's kind of cool if you go to track wrestling, find the thing. You can kind of see how many people are left. Creighton Prep has 10 still in the championship round, 1 in the consolation.
They pretty much have the Class A team title locked up, unless
it's locked without a doubt.
232s and East.
They'd have to go 0-10,
and then East is at 142 points behind them. So
they're 90 points. They would have East would have to pin every single match. They have 9 kids left, and Prep would have to lose every single match. And I still don't know if they'd make it.
Like a 99.9% win probability for Creighton Prep, I would say, because then Kearney's right there at 140.5, but then everybody they're kind of
Columbus got 7 guys left as well. 4 in the consolation, 3 in the championship bracket. They've really come on strong in Class A. I know a lot of those coaches.
Is Columbus the team that has the robes?
Yep, they wear the robes.
Wear the robes.
Corey Schlesinger, he played football at Nebraska. He was obviously on our 94 national championship team. He's the one that scored the 2 touchdowns. He was a state champion from Columbus, and he wore the robe. I remember him and trying to think. Man, who'd he wrestle?
I'll find an image also to show the viewers and put it up here. Show the robes here if I can find a clear one.
Columbus does a great job with their program. Bunch of tough kids, and then so you had Clinton Childs. That's who he wrestled. Him and Clinton Childs battled it out, and then they came and both played football at Nebraska. Corey at fullback and Clinton at I-back, and I was in that room with them, and we always. Brian Schuster and I would mess around before practice and start wrestling, and then Clinton and Corey would be like, "All right, we're next." And we're like, "We're good, we're good, we know." But yeah, they were studs in wrestling. Like I said, I wrestled to lift weights.
So if you look at the board here, if you're watching on Facebook, X, YouTube, or Allo Channel 961, there is what the robes look like for Columbus. It'll show up. There they are. Yeah. There they are. You could see the. It's cool. A little tradition they do. I mean, you ought to. It's different. Yeah. It's a little throwback style tradition. You see that, it's like, oh yeah, that's Columbus.
Old school.
So it's a little old school look. I like it.
So then Class B, Omaha Skutt, they have the Harrell kid going for number 4. Almost got upset in the quarterfinals. He won 1-0. Probably should have, in my opinion, lost that match, but he did pull it off 1-0. And he's going for 4 straight. They got 8 in the championship bracket, going for first and second left, and 3 in the consolation. They qualified 12 I believe there's 13 weights, and so they've got 11 left. It's crazy. Bennington in second. They are again 96 points down, so pretty much Omaha Skutt Catholics got it locked. We were kind of joking last night. There was 3 kids that lost in the semis, and we're like, well, they're probably going to get kicked out and have to transfer. They'll recruit somebody that will win in the semifinals.
Before you get more into Class B, I mean, Omaha North's Terrence Crawford Jr.
Oh yeah,
106 Class A. I mean, that's really cool because his dad just retired officially, and now I've seen all the videos of him from the crowd. You know, you talk about the Friday night fans get into it. He's probably the most popular guy there, most famous, famous guy there, and he's just like everybody else. Just come on, get into it. And you can see all the parents on their feet. So I mean, Terrence Crawford Jr. going in 106 Class A today. So there's so many different storylines. That's what I like most about state wrestling.
Yeah. So Ben Ziola, Omaha Skutt, his brother Caden, who was a 3-time state champion and is now a Husker wrestler. Caden was there last night cheering on his little brother. His little brother Ben got a pin in the semifinals in about 30 seconds. Ben he's committed to North Carolina. I don't know how we get him to flip to Nebraska, but it doesn't sound like that's going to happen. He's pretty well committed to North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so that's another storyline. Ben's going for state championship number 3, I believe, and he's a junior. So next year, potentially, he'll have his 4th going for that. So it's always fun to watch those things as they break down. You said that a Beatrice kid in a
in B 120, I believe it's Dominic Olson's from Waverly. He last year was the top seed freshman. Got beat in the finals right at the end. A close match down to the wire. A rematch
yeah.
between them two. So
much going
that's
on.
That's what I mean. Like I don't know how many times they faced off this entire year, but it's like you go, you wrestle 40, 50 matches a year, and then it all comes down to, you made it all the way back and you're facing off against the same guy. And that's what it's all about. Because it's like, they got the last laugh last year, and you've had 365 days to prepare now to get to this moment. Wrestling, you take your lumps. It's hard to go undefeated. It's almost impossible. There's some that are really good. Like you have guys like Tyson Terry and stuff like that last year. I remember that last year. Last year they had them go first. The big guys went first, and they had that. And then
they typically try to set it up so that those.
I think was last year Cale Lordison too, Bennington too. So last year, there's stuff like that. There's so many different storylines for each class. And this year, I like how they give the girls their own. Before we get more into it, the girls getting their own days because they used to kind of plop them in there. And how many mats they have? 8 mats there usually. 8 mats. Is it 8? 8? Is it 8?
Yeah,
they used to kind of put the girls just kind of on 2 mats. Now they get their own show and get their own 2 days. And
they need to with 2 classes with A and B.
It's growing girls. Too. Yeah, it's growing. So we'd be there till midnight if that was the case. If they
another cool storyline, I think, is this kid from Sydney, Bolchis. He's a sophomore, 215 pounder. He, as a freshman at 215 pounds, made it to the finals just to face Cade Ziola. And got tech falled in about a minute. I think Cade's longest match last year was just over a minute. And that was, he tech falled every single person. He has this ankle pick that is just devastating. If you've ever watched him wrestle, phenomenal. But this kid's back in the finals for Sydney against Bauman from Blair. So
he's pretty good too. I remember the name from that. He plays football as well, so that should be a fun one.
These 215 pounders, heavyweights, they're all football players. They're playing football as well. Some of those smaller weights typically you don't see as football players as well. Starting around the 138 to 190 guys, you're getting a lot of football players. I know Hardington Cedar Catholic's got a bunch of football players. They're all Hochsteins, believe it or not. Twin brothers, another brother, and then a cousin. They almost pulled off a state championship last year. I think they ended up 3rd with just like 5 kids because they all ended up in the finals. It was pretty crazy.
That is nuts.
So some cool storylines going on with state high school wrestling. If you're a listener, text in who are you watching today? What are you looking for? Obviously, all the wrestlebacks are going on right now.
Started at 9, correct?
Yeah, started at 9. So we probably got some of these already filling in. I know Battle Creek still had quite a few kids. They got 1 kid into the finals, and then they got quite a few left in the wrestlebacks for 5th and 6th and 3rd and 4th. So it's always fun to kind of watch and see what's going on.
And every team has like somebody there. Like, you could have 1 guy make it to state. Some teams have, like you said, 12 people make it to state, almost every weight class. So there's always representation across the state. And as you said, the Friday nights, you can really see that when people are packed all the way to the tippy top of CHI, and you just see all the matches going on at once. Because that Friday night, I think, has some of the best matches, the best, you see all the raw emotion of everybody because those semifinal matches are not easy. And there's a lot of really close matches. It comes down to making one move, and making one wrong move could cost you going to the state title.
Yeah, I watched one of the matches as actually a Cedar Catholic kid, the first Hochstein kid, went into quadruple overtime. And
That's crazy.
It was insane. And so just a little story on my wrestling experience. I lost in the semifinals 3-1. I wrestled 189 pounds my senior year. Lost to that kid 4 times. I had 6 losses. I lost to that kid 4 times. That was the 4th time I lost to him, 3-1. He was the eventual state champion. Just happened to be on his side of the bracket.
Yep.
Probably in the state final had I been on the other side of the bracket. I dropped down after losing in the semifinals and have to wrestle a freshman at 189 pounds. And I thought, I'm like, I'm a senior. He's a freshman.
Yeah.
I'm going to destroy this kid and get out of here. And so it happened to be Andy Christensen from Fort Calhoun, who, thank goodness I did beat him to get into the third and fourth match. But that was the first match all year that I won that went all 3 periods.
Okay.
And thank God the first period was only a minute in the wrestle back, because had there been another minute, Andy would have beat me.
Yeah, the normal 2 minutes. Yeah.
Because I was done. Had him pinned in the first period. I threw him. That's all I really did was throw people. I was stronger than most. I threw him to his back, had 5 points in the first period. I think I ended up winning like 8-6. And I just I think he got some stalling points from me. Like I was done. Like, I pinned you, or I won one match.
Got the other those points and just kind of.
So I win that. I'm like, awesome. I'm going for third and fourth. I have to wrestle this kid from Rushville, and he did not look strong at all, and he wasn't, but he could wrestle. He took me into triple overtime. My last match, and I just wanted to get out of there. I didn't care. I was just like, I'm done. I had already signed my letter of intent to go play football.
Exactly.
At Nebraska.
Third or fourth place.
I'm like, I am in triple overtime. This is the worst thing ever. I couldn't feel my hands. I was just like, this is stupid. I don't know why I'm doing this.
Get me out of here. Get me out of here.
I did lose that match. So if I went all 3 periods or more, I lost. Typically, I won one match. I believe I was like 36-6. And I won one match. I went the distance all year because I just pinned people and I got out of there. And, wrestling's changed a lot. There's a lot more to it. There's a lot more setups, that kind of stuff than when I just literally went out and grabbed you and threw you to the
ground,
and
hopefully get in and get out.
Yeah. And then, I always took bottom, and I had a nice little roll through that. Next thing you know, I'm on top of you, and you're on your back.
Get some points, and then go from there.
Absolutely. And then to watch what Battle Creek's done, once again, 2-time state champions, going for their 3rd in a row. It's never been done in Class C, 3 in a row.
It's tough to do.
Very tough, although Omaha's got his X amount in a row. Who was Class A had quite a few in a row.
It might have been Prep, because Prep's been good. Waverly won it for the first time ever, I think, 2023. They beat out Bennington and Scott, but it's usually it's your Bennington and Scott's in Class B, and then Creighton Prep's won a lot of them in Class.
Creighton Prep's has come on strong. I know. I believe Millard South had won quite a few in a row.
They were really good. Yep.
The kid at Nebraska now.
Oh, Taylor.
Yeah.
Yep.
My son actually wrestled him in kindergarten. So yeah, that didn't go.
Nice little throwback.
That didn't go well for Trent. But yeah, so all right. Well, we got to take a break. So when we come back, we're going to talk a little more high school wrestling. If you guys, once again, if you're listening in, who you looking for today? What's some of the storylines? Text that into the text line, and then we'll talk Husker basketball. We'll talk spring football starting when we come back here on the Power Hour on 93.7 The Ticket. We'll be right back.
Honey, I love the first few months of a new year.
Why?
I get a chance to shovel.
You hate to shovel.
Not snow, cash. The Nebraska Lottery's Cash Blast promotion is back. Buy a 2x2 ticket and get a voucher. Enter online for a chance to win a $5,000 or $500 weekly prize. And if your winning voucher is from a 7-day draw ticket, your prize is doubled.
Great. It snowed last night. Here's a shovel.
But
consider it practice.
2x2 top prize odds are 1 in 105,000.
Big value and big flavor meet at Wings and Rings thanks to the all-new delicious Duo Combo. This is the one you've been waiting for. Get one half-sized appetizer and 2 entrees with a side for only $19.99. Bring a friend for the best deal in town on any day of the week, during game time, or whenever the heck you want. Their made-to-order wings and chicken sandwiches are waiting for you at their 68th and O and 40th and Old Cheney locations. Stop by Wings and Rings and celebrate every day with the best meal deal in town.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
A new year means it's time to try new things. If you haven't tried Führer's cheese spread yet, the time is now. For the days you don't want to go to the gym, don't worry. Führer's cheese spread is there to cheer you up. And for the days you do get to the gym, why not celebrate when you get back with the best dip around? Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Führer's cheese spread. No event or party is complete without it on your table. MWR, a local company of Lincoln, is proud to announce they are able to offer their own post-frame building packages in metal to anyone desiring a building, whether you're a contractor or a DIYer. They can install your building as always, and they offer multiple different rib profiles and loads of color options, including the wood grain metal at great competitive prices. You can inquire at mwrbuildingandfence.com or just draw your desired building and submit it in their contact us page and they'll get back to you. Call MWR today at 402-540-8966.
Nutrition Authority presents Fusion 30, an ultra premium protein ideal for anyone wanting to look, feel, and perform their best. Fusion 30 can only be found at Nutrition Authority. Stop in today for a free sample, visit with a certified nutritionist, and get better than internet pricing. For store info, visit mynutritionauthority.com.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
It's seafood season at Amigos. Time to get that one-of-a-kind crisp crab rangoon burrito and dip it in some sweet chili sauce. There's a crab rangoon Frenchie too. Enjoy grilled fish, grilled shrimp, or crispy fish tacos, wrapped in warm whole wheat tortillas, topped with pico de gallo, cabbage, and Amigos Chipotle mayo sauce. From jumbo shrimp baskets or fish and chips to fish tacos, there's something for everyone. You'll love the bold, fresh flavors of seafood at Amigos. Amigos is serving up a brand new way to score the bold, fresh flavors you love with 8 affordable value meals. At $5 and $6, these meals are easy on the wallet, so treat yourself anytime. Sink into the new 3-cheese melt or taco melt, both stacked with crave-worthy flavor in every bite. There's crunchy taquito dippers, too. Perfect for dunking in Amigos' famous ranch or spicy cheese. Big flavor, small price. Value meals at Amigos.
It's the two-fingered wave on a gravel road. It's letting the kids take dad's truck to prom. It's Friday nights under the lights of a hometown football field. Eustace Body Shop knows small towns. It's where our values are rooted. We treat our people right, and in turn, they treat you, our customer, right. And we give back to our communities. Not much more small town than that. Eustace Body Shop, small town service, big city technology.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
MHC isn't a new company, just a new name. Mo's Moving is now Mo's Home and Commercial. Whether moving across town or across the state, MHC Moving has you covered, specializing in home, apartment, assisted, and independent living moves. MHC can handle your commercial moves as well. MHC Moving has 0 hidden fees. You'll never pay for same-day booking or be charged for stairs, heavy items, or elevator fees. Rates are the same Monday through Saturday, and you will never pay a truck or fuel surcharge. And they offer payment plans through PayPal. Call MHC Moving today at 402-853-7167 or go to mhcmoving.com.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contests, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Back to the Power Hour with Todd Uhlir on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, we're back on the Power Hour, and now we turn our attention to Pinnacle Bank Arena because it's Nebraska versus Penn State. Was that start at 1 o'clock?
Yep, 1 o'clock tip. Post game around 3 o'clock here, right here on 94.7 The Ticket and ticketfm.com.
Stay tuned to that after the game. Who's on that with you? Just you?
I'll be here, and then we'll be free to chime in if you want to text in, call in.
Yeah.
People, Jake Sorensen's called in from time to time last couple weeks from his drive back from the game or whatever or whatnot, and then
drive of shame.
or whatever, depending on how the game goes.
Yeah, we better. This is a big game for Nebraska. They need to get bounced back. Obviously, the loss to Iowa on Tuesday doesn't help anything. But Penn State's not a great team. They're kind of at the bottom of the Big Ten.
Yep.
Big Ten. So we need to come out, establish our dominance right away, and take care of the ball. I think that's something we've seen in the past few games. A lot more turnovers than we typically have been given up. And just how about rebounding? Can we get some rebounds, right? We've been out-rebounded drastically in the losses that we've had. So we got to figure that out before Big Ten tournament. This is a good time to do that against Penn State. So kind of my keys to the game: take care of the ball, be proficient on offense, and then just play our defense, right? I think we've played good enough defense to win all the games that we've lost, right? We just haven't rebounded.
Agreed. I mean,
we've turned the ball over more than we typically have in the 22 wins, right? So I think that's the key to today, getting back on track. The whole Fred Hoiberg slapping the phone thing. Hopefully is
behind everybody. The viral moment. I mean, I'm not anti-court storming. Like I like, but celebrate with your team. Don't, get the road team out of there. Don't be, if I stuck a phone in your face, Todd, you probably wouldn't like it either. You probably slap me or the phone as well.
I might do a TikTok dance. You don't know. You never know about. I don't have a pacemaker either, right? That was part of it.
Exactly. But you're right. I mean, like if I'm storming the court, just go jump on the logo, jump around on the logo with your team, because it was the accomplishment for winning that game. Nebraska was just the team they beat.
So a big day for Husker men's hoops. We want to see them get back on track. And then, like you said earlier, a lot of key matchups today in college basketball. Kind of give us a rundown of that, Nick.
Yeah, there's a couple big ones coming up. Creighton, who beat UConn literally the other night. I mean, that's kind of out of nowhere, which helps Nebraska resume.
Yes.
They have a win over them. Creighton's got St. John's on the road now, so maybe knock off the two top teams in the Big East and maybe help Nebraska's resume. That's the quality. Helps you with the quad 1, quad 2, quad 3, wherever that win shakes out at. You got, obviously, the Nebraska game at 1 o'clock against Penn State. Not the biggest game. Penn State is the bottom in the barrel in the Big Ten, right? 13 games out of first place, 2-14 in conference play. They have, they're kind of like a little bit like Iowa, though. They're going to slow it down. They're going to try to win ugly. So hopefully Nebraska can find some.
Iowa did win ugly.
57-52. And then on that same night, there was an Arkansas-Alabama game that was like 117-115. That's double overtime game. So that's the same sport, by the way. Same sport, same night. That's
twice the scoring.
It's college basketball. It's a wild world. Along with that, you also have at 2 o'clock today, you have number 4 Arizona against number 2 Houston, the top teams in the Big 12. 2 of the top teams in the Big 12. That's a really fun one. But that's not all. You have a rare neutral site non-conference game between number 1 Michigan, who's 25-1, against number 3 Duke, 24-2. That game taking place in Washington, D.C. at the Capital One Arena. So I don't know how they schedule that in February, a non-conference game.
Interesting.
But it's a loaded day of college basketball.
I heard the tickets are going like crazy. Like they're ridiculously expensive.
I mean, it says on ESPN's website, it says tickets as low as $400. And then you look at the rest of the games, it's like $7,
right?
Couple bucks. Well, Nebraska.
That's why they do it. That's why they have this.
I mean, that's a really big one. 2 big blue bloods in college basketball going at it. You got Cam Boozer on Duke, obviously, and his crew against Michigan, who's been pretty much unstoppable outside of that one Wisconsin game. And Nebraska gave them a run for their money, but from there on, they've looked pretty good. Northwestern had a lead on them last week, by the way. Or 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. It was last week because Nebraska played them. Right before that, Northwestern had a double-digit lead at halftime on them, and then Northwestern somehow lost that game. They were up on Nebraska too, or hanging around with Nebraska, and they lose that game too. So a tough week for the Wildcats. But Yeah, and then Iowa State BYU is the nightcap at 9:30 tonight. That's another good one. So with football season kind of behind, with the NFL Super Bowl behind, the college football playoff now done. College basketball really starts
getting ready for March Madness. It starts heating up.
It'll be, I mean, I think there's 2 more weeks left of the regular season, and then you have, I mean, depending on what conference you're in, I think next week some of the smaller mid-major conference tournaments start up. So, and those are always important because most of those only get one team. So you could be like 15-15, win 4 games in your conference, and you're going dancing. And then you end up hearing about the stories about like, oh, this school has only like 1,000 kids or whatever or whatnot that they're playing, and they're going to end up playing like Michigan or something like that. And it's like that's what makes March Madness so fun.
Well, and I think for Husker Nation, March Madness has not been a big deal, right? This is definitely, with our team playing the way they've been playing all year, this is definitely March Madness now means a lot more here in this area than it has in the past. Trying to get that first tournament win. Are we the only team without, I believe, or one of, in the Power 4 conferences without a tournament win?
Where Nebraska is the only. That is their claim to fame.
We need to get rid of that claim to fame and get our first tournament win. So, these games are, you think, I know we're in the tournament.
Yes.
Without a doubt, but how high a seed can we get? So these games, even though they may not feel like they mean a whole lot, they do. And then obviously the Big Ten tournament will be starting up, and I think we're pretty much out of a Big Ten title regular season, but can we push through a tournament and get hot at the right time and potentially win a Big Ten? I mean, the baseball team's done it, right?
I mean, the baseball team's done 2 years in a row now,
right.
where they have a season. I mean, Nebraska, right now the tournament's expanded to have multiple, every team's going to make the tournament now. So you could have like a triple bye if you're a triple bye if you're a top 4 team, and Nebraska's.
We need that. Yeah.
You have that. You have a huge advantage because you don't
sitting 4th, right?
Right now, but there's also Purdue and Michigan State are right in there, that neck and neck race, and Nebraska lost to Purdue, so that tiebreaker. So, and it'll be interesting how it shakes out. So like this game isn't too daunting, the Penn State and Maryland, but you got to avoid landmines the rest of these next stretch. These ones are the easy games, but no game in conference play is easy because Penn State only lost by 2 to Michigan, 74-72. So you better come to play because it's like college football. Like any given day, any given Saturday, or any given Sunday, whatever the slogan. Then you have down the stretch of the season, you have USC, UCLA, Iowa, which they're all very solid teams, maybe tournament teams. I mean, UCLA and Iowa are more than likely, and USC is kind of a bubble team, but more than likely, those are going to be tough games, and those are meaningful games for those teams as well. So avoid landmines at all costs. That's all Nebraska.
Landmines. If you can get out, check out the game today. I went to my first game, the Purdue game, since 1993.
How was it?
It was awesome. It was a great atmosphere. We ended up obviously losing, which
is a good game. I mean, you got a game though.
It was a crazy game. Down 22. Bring it back to within 4, down 16, bring it back, tie it, have an opportunity to actually win the game at the end with a free throw and miss it. It was a great game, great atmosphere in Pinnacle. It's like I said, first college basketball game I've gone to since 1993. It was well worth it. If I had time, I would go today. I just don't have time. There's too much going on. But support us. I'll be listening or watching, depending on where I'm at.
Mm-hmm.
So, I talked to a lot of people. They're like, man, it's pretty fun to turn the TV on, turn the TV down, and put Kent Pavelka on.
He's electric. He's electric. He's had some good calls. I mean, the Creighton one, he has the bangarang. He's had that one this year, and it's like, man, this guy is. Well, he's been through a lot too. Like he's been through like a lot of really bad seasons, and he's never
wavered.
He's still giving his all, and especially like for a guy like him to have a season like this is really cool.
Nick, for guys like you that don't understand, Kent Pavelka did all the football games when I grew up, and there was only maybe 2 games a year on TV when I grew up. Right, Oklahoma game and the Orange Bowl, or whatever bowl game we ended up going to. Those were the 2 games on TV typically.
Is that when there used to be only like 4 channels?
Yeah, 4 channels. We're talking, the 80s, right? And so we had to, I literally turn on the radio, and we had a radio in our garage, and I'd blast that and go out in the yard, and I had 4 brothers, and we would we were Huskers. Like,
Yeah.
That was the dream. Pretty crazy. 3 out of the 5 of us ended up being Huskers. Sometimes
What are the odds?
You just got to dream it, right? So I grew up listening to Kent Pavelka, touchdown. The guy is phenomenal, and then just what he's done with basketball is so much fun, especially this season. And like you said, going through what he's gone through with the hard years, it's awesome. And he's got to be getting close to retirement age. He's probably past retirement age, honestly. Like,
he's done it for so many years, and
yeah.
it's like, when he retires, whenever that day comes, I mean, they got to do something for him.
Yeah,
he's been on all the road. He's been on all the road trips this year. He's been a part of history. He's been, like you said, like not only with basketball, but he's been a part of football. And when you didn't have and
I couldn't believe when they got rid of, like, I don't know if they got rid of him, but when they changed it up, I believe another company bought out Big Red, whatever.
Yep.
And went a different route than Kent Pavelka on football. And I mean, he was touchdown, Tommy Frazier, right? Like, he said that a lot back in the 90s.
It's nostalgic. It's nostalgic for people.
He traveled on the plane with us, right? Like, he was part of the team in the 90s in those national championship runs. And like I said, when they went a different direction, it just was like, really? Like, why would you ever not want this guy? And I'm just glad he's done what he's done for so many years with basketball. It's a lot of fun to listen to him. So get out there, support the Huskers. And then obviously we'll start this quick and then we'll finish it with the last segment. But, spring ball started. It is February 21st.
Yeah, I know.
There's snow on the ground. Spring practice has started. My son had to be there at 7 a.m. this morning. I'm headed over to practice as soon as the show's done. It started just now at 10:45. I got a little sideline pass so I can go watch practice.
Go watch. Yep.
I like to check out the practices, see what's going on, and then give my 2 cents a little bit. And obviously, it's somewhat filtered, as the coaching staff has told me.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, keep it on the DL. Right?
Yeah.
So I try to just bring my insight to hard work, dedication, like their spring ball versus the spring balls I went through, that kind of stuff. But it's going to be an interesting spring ball because they're going to go 2 weeks and then have a whole week off of spring break.
Yep.
And then come back and do a couple more weeks and then have quite a bit of school left. Typically spring ball would end and you'd have dead week and finals week, and then you were done.
It's early this year. It's so
early,
weird.
and the spring game is back.
Yep.
It sounds like for me on my side of it, my son is going to be in a green jersey. He's recovery from his shoulder surgery. So, he'll get to go through a lot of the individual stuff, but will not be participating in like team stuff, just, in those uncontrolled environments. So it's going to be an interesting spring. And I mean, we've got a lot of new people, especially the offensive line. We're looking at that. How, will these guys be able to gel together and become, a Big Ten offensive line that we can count on to not have, 9 sacks in a game?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, that's ridiculous. I don't know. I would love to see the stat, how many sacks Ohio State gave up all year. It might not have been 9.
What about a team like Indiana? What are you going to look at? Let's look at Indiana. We'll look that up during the break. But I mean, like, there's a whole lot, not only players, but there's new coaches as well. So there's so many new voices
new defensive
in there.
Coordinator, right? So lots going on, a lot to happen this spring. So I'm going to check out as many practices as I possibly can and then report back here on Saturdays if I can on what I see. And I'm looking forward to a lot of new parts. So a lot to check out. And so we'll talk a little bit more when we come back on the last segment. Remember that Power Hour is powered by windowworldoflincoln.com. All your exterior remodeling needs at windowworldlincoln.com. We'll be back to finish it up right after this break here on 93.7 The Ticket.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Way out there where the sun comes up under the big red sky, I do life the way I love, with family by my side. I feel home with me, no matter where I go.
Proud of where we're from, excited for where we're going. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
Every day. Because when you do it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
Finally, a good reason to have a smart house. Just say, Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket, and we'll magically start playing. How's it work? Nobody knows. Don't ask questions.
Tired of your furnace running overtime this winter? Let Heartland of Nebraska Windows save the day. Upgrade to stunning, energy-saving triple-pane vinyl windows installed by their team of experts. Every window comes with a lifetime warranty on everything, all for a price you can actually afford. Free estimates, flawless replacements, and peace of mind from a family-owned business you can trust. Don't wait. Call Heartland of Nebraska Windows at 402-430-3852 or visit heartlandofnebraskawindows.com today.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats. Bauer Underground has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know that the best workers in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and a pedigree of success. They're offering top-notch benefits, a matching 401k, and a $600 per year clothing allowance. Bauer Underground, a family-friendly company with plenty of room for advancement.
When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall. They go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service concrete contractor, they stay in bounds, hold inside position, and never forfeit quality. Whether it's foundations, flatwork, or concrete coatings, they elevate performance and pin down results that win every time. Stevens & Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction slams expectations.
At Raising Cane's, we hand batter every chicken finger, mix every cane sauce, butter every Texas toast, stir every slaw, and salt every fry. Because when you do it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
With so much financial uncertainty, are you wondering if retirement savings will last? Market's ups and downs can keep you guessing, especially if you're approaching retirement or considering it. Hi, I'm Edward Jones, advisor Ryan Bach. If you have more questions than answers about what's next, let's work together to help you ensure you're prepared for the journey. After all, retirement isn't the end of the trek. It's a new beginning. Stop by our office at 8380 Old Cheney Road, Lincoln, Nebraska. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Back to the Power Hour with Todd Uhlir on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back to the final segment of the Power Hour, and this one is brought to you by SetTheBarSubs.com, because championships aren't built in the fall, they're built in the offseason. If you're serious about performance recovery and raising your standard, head to SetTheBarSubs.com and fuel the work the right way. And speaking of the offseason, it's officially here. Spring ball is back in Lincoln. We get to talk about football for the next, 6 weeks or so. All right, this is where the depth charts reset. We got a quarterback to look at, brought in a couple guys. Danny Kalen's back. Did a lot of storylines there. This is where the young guys can make names for themselves. Definitely was the case for me in spring ball in 94. I was 9th on the depth chart. I moved into 4th and made travel squad on that 94 national championship team. The only walk-on the travel squad in 1994. And always, Nick, I love spring ball. It was my time to shine, right? Because you got to carry the ball a lot. You got to do a lot of stuff in spring. Where obviously come into fall, I'm behind Lawrence Phillips, Damon Benning, and Clinton Childs on the depth chart.
Yeah,
I didn't see the ball a whole lot.
You showcase what you have. What you got.
So spring ball is always kind of my time to shine. And I believe in 95, I had a 89-yard touchdown run in the spring game, which was the longest in spring game history until Bobby Newcomb went 92 yards a few years later. And this is where we find leadership, right? Especially in the NIL era, the transfer portal era. Leadership, I think, obviously what Indiana's done, I think that's, everybody's going to put their program against what Indiana has done over the last 2 years. Bringing in a new quarterback last year and him doing what he did, and then bringing in Francisco Mendoza and doing what he was able to do, be a leader of a team, and then just for 1 year, right? Like one and done. Pretty crazy to me. I always feel like college football was that, for us in the national championship years was built on, hey, we all came in together. We all, sweat, blood, tears together for, 93, 94, 90, and in my senior year would have been 97 had I not been injured and needed to go to work. That 97 team, all those guys, there wasn't one guy that wasn't here in 93. It was on that 97 team, right? So, that era is over.
Yeah, it's crazy how that works.
Right.
That's only 30 years ago, and now it's like
it's done. You're seeing with the transfer portal and NIL some crazy stuff happening. So especially when Indiana in 2 years can win a national championship, lots going on. So leadership's going to be it's either going to rise here or it's going to be exposed, right? So spring practice isn't glamorous. It's not stadium, bright lights, all that stuff. It's early mornings, install meetings, position battles, daily competition, right? And the one thing I was 9th string eye back. We're down running offense against, 4th team. So you had 2 eye backs on each team. So you had team 1, 2, 3, and 4. I was on team 4. I got a little rotation there at eye back. And I'll never forget this play. I go out. It wasn't a run play. It was a pass play. And I went out for a pass. I didn't get thrown the ball. But the ball ended up on the ground. Justin Stevens, middle linebacker, grabs the ball, ear holes me with it, kind of laughs at me. And next thing you know, I have him down on the ground and I'm pummeling him. And it took quite a few guys to get him off of me. I was not happy getting ear holed with a football from some distance away. And I'll never forget getting pulled off. And there's Coach Osborne staring at me, and he's just pointing. And you knew I had to go run the stairs. And that happened pretty early in practice. So you had to run stairs until practice was done.
Mm.
And they sent a guy with you. And if you weren't, you could walk down, but you had to run up. And if you started walking up, you get screamed at and that kind of stuff. So I ran pretty much every step in the stadium. Thank goodness it's not as big as it was today.
Now it is.
Our stadium wasn't necessarily that high. But I came in, we had, spring ball, you don't practice every single day. You only got 3 a week, sometimes 4. Came back in, the depth chart had changed, and I was 4th. And now I got to run with team 2. And I was like, well, that fight was worth it. Proved that I wanted to be here and that I wasn't going to get pushed around. Also helped that my thing was I take care of the ball, right? Like, I'm not going to fumble.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to know my plays. I knew the playbook. I could have played any position, whether that was I-back, fullback, quarterback. Yeah, I could have played any position. I love playbooks. Still love playbooks to this day. They're just a lot different than what they used to be.
No triple option. I mean, unless you're Navy or Army, that's really about it, or some other programs. But
pretty fun. Spring ball was awesome. So excited for these guys to get out and get after it. Excited to get over there and go check it out myself. But yeah, we're pretty excited. Spring ball is back. It's just super early. I always wonder how that's going to affect winter conditioning, because I think that was something that set us apart in the 90s was our winter conditioning. We were ahead of the game, right? And now everybody's kind of caught up to that, if not somewhat past us.
Yeah.
And I get to hear firsthand what's going on through my son every single day. And I know they're all working hard, and I know they all want to take big strides, but it comes down to, how bad do you want it? And hopefully these guys, now that we've got in there, want this as bad as Husker fans want it, right? We've got a really tough schedule coming up. So, we have to, all hands in, right? Like, everybody doing as much as they possibly can every single day, getting a little bit better every day. So looking forward to spring ball, seeing what's going on. Really interested in the offensive line.
Yep.
Really interested in the quarterback position. Really interested in running back position,
Yeah,
right?
it's hard.
We didn't go out and get a running back.
Hard to replace.
Right?
I don't think replacing Emmett Johnson's possible.
Like, was he like 80% of our offense, right? Like, he touched the ball a lot. I think Mekhi Nelson's going to do a great job. I was high on him last year, just going to practices, seeing what he could do in practices and stuff. So really interested in that. Obviously, new defensive coordinator. What's that going to look like? Like, we don't know. The 4-2? I don't know. I'm excited to go see what that's going to look like. And how that all pans out. So, all right, well, we're at the top of the hour. Thanks, guys, for joining us here on the Power Hour. It's always fun. It always goes super fast. Get out, support high school wrestling today. We've got Husker basketball day. We got Husker wrestling tonight in Utah, and we got a lot going on today.
Baseball, softball are playing.
We didn't even talk about the baseball team. Took Louisville
on the brink.
Yeah, on the brink. I mean, we're up 2-0 for a long time. Softball team's killing it. Just a lot. So much going on in Husker Nation, and just grateful to be a part of it. And that's what I got. So God bless, much love, peace out, and go Big Red.